Oh yeah, we're going there.
Watch it, Alan. I'm shooting.
I spit on your grave.
I'll give you something to remember for the rest of your life.
I Spit on Your Grave is part of the rape-revenge subgenre of exploitation films, one of the more controversial genres up there with cannibal films and Nazi-sploitation movies. The plot is very basic. You have this woman named Jennifer who goes to a cabin in the woods to work on her new writing project. It just goes to show you never be a writer in a horror movie, only bad things will happen, isn't that right, Jack Torrance? While she's there, she encounters a group of men who are sexist pigs, and as you can probably guess, in the first act, they end up raping her. And the rest of the movie after that is her getting revenge on them.
Where do you feel this?
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic.
No, not that.
Now, when it comes to these kinds of movies, you have to know where people like me are coming from. I love horror movies, I love revenge movies, I love grindhouse movies. Now, there's a misconception with some people that those of us who like this movie are pro-rape, and that's just not true. I'm not going to deny that there are some sickos out there who do think that way, who do like this film, but I guarantee you the majority of us are not that. When we pop this flick in, we're not going da-da-da-da-da-da, rape. I'm bothered by it just as much as the next person, but I go into it for a love of revenge movies. I'm one of those guys who says that when it comes to movies, nothing is sacred. Anything can be made into a movie. It's all about context. So let's all get uncomfortable here as we talk about the big scene. First and foremost, it forces you to take in the attack in all its brutality. What makes it even more disturbing is we get a lot of close-up shots of Jennifer's face. You make eye contact quite a bit. So in a way, you're making a connection with her while all this is happening, and that just makes it harder to watch because you can't do anything to stop it.
This woman will soon cut, chop, break, and burn 5 men beyond recognition. And there isn't a jury in this country that will convict her.
The movie also brings up an interesting moral question. Slight spoiler here. There's a character named Matthew in the movie who hangs out with the bad guys and he's mentally challenged. He can still function just fine, but he is mentally a child. Now, when the rape scene happens, he joins in with the rest of them, and as would be expected when the revenge happens, he's treated just like the other 3. Not trying to defend this guy's actions, but it does bring up the question, does the retarded guy deserve to be treated like the rest? You can see both sides. On one hand, he did rape another human being. On the other hand, he is mentally disabled. On the other hand, he did do it of his own free will. On the other hand, he was influenced by the assholes he hangs out with. There are quite a few on the other hands to think about. But enough of that, how's the revenge? Fucking awesome. When you have such a brutal scene, the revenge needs to be satisfying. There is one part that will make certain people cringe. I won't tell you what happens, but yeah. As revenge films go, this is a good one. At the same time, I can completely understand why somebody wouldn't like this movie. Obviously, it's not for everybody, but if it sounds like something you're interested in, check it out. As far as I'm concerned, I think this is a very underrated 70s horror movie. I actually like it more than Last House on the Left, don't hurt me. Do a little research, check it out, see if it's something you'd be interested in seeing. Now let me ask you, have you seen I Spit on Your Grave and what do you think of it? This is your buddy Justin here to remind you that the Grindhouse will never die.